Hi, I'm Bowling Otter.
And I'm Missy Sandwich.
And welcome to
The BS on the Internet. You alright?
Well, it's been another one of those weeks.
Yes, it has.
How are you guys?
We are
Great.
good.
Yeah.
It's been a crazy, rainy, sticky week. It dropped 15, 20 degrees in 2 days.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's been really weird here.
Yeah.
A lot of you are dealing with similar weather.
became fall.
Yeah, I know. And then there was a hurricane, Michael.
Yeah.
Or any of you from that area, please let us know if you're okay and if everything's going on all right down there. I'm very concerned. I feel like we're always having conversations about freaking hurricanes storms or floods or something. This is crazy. So I hope you guys are being safe and heeding all of the warnings should you get one. But shall we get started?
Yes.
Okay, so we have to start off with this GIF that had us dying. I know we really don't do this a lot, but look at this. It's called Garbage Truck, and I found it on the Well That Sucks subreddit this week, and it just got us in the giggle dick. All right, so let me zoom this in. Here's our garbage truck. Alrighty.
You can. Not doing a very good job. Something's wrong.
I know. And all of them are like this now, too.
Now knocked it over. Okay. Now we're good to go.
Nice.
Now let's...
Oh, no. Not quite.
Almost. Okay.
Oh my God, I would be pissing myself if
All
this was
right.
happening out in front of my
And
house.
we got it. And there we go. Trash has been thrown away.
What do you do? Now what? That just killed me. It killed me. I was like, I have to show you
It
guys.
says something pickup. Something pickup. What is that? Something pickup.
I don't know. I don't
is
know.
it trash? Is it
Smart waste.
Smart with means recycle?
Wouldn't that be funny if it was like a self-driving vehicle or something?
Yeah. Well,
And it was just
I think it's
messing
funnier
up like
that it's actually a person doing this and just took it. It's like, okay, peace.
Oh yeah, there's a dude in there.
There's a
Yeah.
dude there, and then he sees that he has to know that he didn't have a trash can to put back down, right?
Yeah.
And then he does that. He goes like this. He's like, oh, see you later.
Just drive away. And at least this person has a video of it, so if they go down there and they're like, look what happened.
Yeah, that's funny.
I know. I thought that was so hilarious. Anyway.
Okay, this happened just after we did last week's episode, which is kind of a bummer because this was a pretty freaking big deal once it happened in the morning.
Right.
The next morning, rather. So there's a Banksy. You guys know, I don't know if you're familiar with Banksy. It's an artist in, I think, New York, right?
We don't know.
Oh, we
I
don't
think
know.
he may be
Well, I mean,
from the
where
UK.
the art shows up. Isn't it like a lot of street art, though? Oh, it's from the UK?
It's street art all
Okay.
over the world, I know. He puts
It's all
it
over the
everywhere.
world. Okay.
Yeah.
So we don't
He's
know. Nobody knows
anonymous.
who it is. He or she is anonymous, and apparently they don't like that their paintings are sold, and it should just be street art. So they rigged up. Banksy rigged up a frame with one of their with one of his or her drawings.
I think it's a he.
Do we know it's a he?
I think that's a consensus that
Okay.
Banksy is a he.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially because he put a video out and look, I mean, I could be wrong, but anyway, continue.
Okay. We'll go with that. And then, so basically, he rigged it up so that as soon as it was sold at an auction, he rigged it up in case it went to auction, which was the story.
Right.
And as soon as it went to auction, it was sold. The instant it was sold, he activated remotely a paper shredder in the frame, which destroyed it. Yeah. So
shredded it. It just went.
It just shredded. Just dropped right. There was a video going around of just dripping right through. And
They're
like
sold.
Oh my God.
Clack.
Yeah, clack.
And then it goes. And
shreds, but only just halfway.
Right.
Apparently intentionally, I guess.
Yeah.
And the argument now, so everyone's like, oh my God, first of all, that's freaking brilliant. That's kind of amazing.
Yeah.
But now the argument is that if it was supposed to be anti-capitalist, so paying for the art, he made it much more valuable now. Now it's worth a lot more money because the art wasn't complete until it was shredded, right?
Right.
That's his piece.
Right. It turned it into its own exhibit. Its own,
Now it's a very unique, very special kind of art. So it's well, there you go. Now people are gonna buy it for more money.
I know, and I know that the opinions about this are kind of everywhere. Some people think it was selfish. How dare you destroy a piece of art? I think it was if you really think about it, I feel like it was a brilliant idea. And I know that there's some symbolism as to why half of it was shredded. I believe the girl in the picture is supposed to symbolize like the consumer, and the heart balloon is supposed to be the art. So shred the consumer. It's not about you. It's about the art. We're going to leave the art in it. It's not about the buying and selling. And I know that he had done this some time ago.
Yeah.
And built it into the frame, because then people are like, well, why didn't Sotheby's go and look in the frame, check it out? But I think that this painting came with this picture came with the frame, in which case it would be considered part of the art piece.
Yes.
They wouldn't take it out. They would, however they got it, that's how it is.
Yeah.
You know, they wouldn't frame it or anything. So I guess they didn't look at it or whatever. Either that or he had somebody on the inside. It's kind of mystery.
Yeah, because a lot of people talking about like it was years and years. How are the batteries still okay?
Yeah.
You know,
how did he do that? Yeah.
How is it even allowed to run it off if it wasn't plugged into something?
Right.
So unless there was somebody on the inside that he had that was able to make sure it was still fresh. Which, I mean, what a long game. Could you imagine how satisfying it must have finally been to do that?
To have that happen.
After so many years.
And that's one of his most famous paintings. That painting's very, very famous, and that picture's very,
now it's even more famous.
So yeah, I know. But I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But now it's super valuable. So like, I guess it like backfired.
I guess you would say if that truly is the intent, you know, then I suppose it would have backfired. But who ever really knows the artist's intent except for the artist? So you know, otherwise we're just speculating.
Okay, this freaking Boston Dynamics robot is getting worse. Every time one of these videos comes out, we have to watch it.
Depending on your point of view.
Oh, I know. And how many of these have we watched on BS on the Internet? Almost everyone since we started this series. Every time a new one's out, we watch it. But now look, it's doing parkour.
Yeah, it's
Here we go. Look at
this thing. Hut.
You know.
Yeah, that's
it's gonna come kill us in the middle of the night. That's what's gonna happen. Look at the side of its foot, how like it on the left here slides up the side of the thing and kind of feels where its edges are so that it knows how high up to jump.
Yeah, I don't know. Because all you can think about is I like his arms like.
I like the little pep in his step or her step, you know, just kind of.
Yeah.
You see, look, I'm personifying it already.
You are personifying it.
Which means I'm gonna wind up loving it. I hope not. No, don't name it. Don't name it because it's scary.
I don't know though.
I don't know, guys. Now, what would they use that for, though?
Well, I mean, if it could walk around like a person and get places where people can, like people can,
right?
Then from that point forward, it's going to be infinitely stronger.
It's going to take your drawers
than a human, you know, and can accomplish far more tasks. If you get it where a person can go, it could do it like where previously you would have needed like really large machinery,
right?
You know, this is actually like ends up being a very smart, intelligent. Strong robot that could really be used in a lot of situations. Yeah, firefighters, bomb squads.
Bomb squads.
You know, like they already have robots that do that.
Yeah, that's a little like Roomba though.
Yeah.
I think it's like,
I don't think you want to risk destroying that thing. How expensive is this guy?
Yeah.
But I mean, it could lead to anything. And like all technology, it gets cheaper over time. It's not going to be prohibitively expensive to do this forever.
Freaking me out.
You know, so this is going to be probably available on a mass level someday. It'll be decades, right? At least decades.
But
that's the way technology goes.
I feel like I'm watching our own demise.
Kind of looks like it, doesn't it?
I know.
Kind of looks like it. This is it. We've seen movies about this. We've all seen Terminator. This is how it happens.
Okay, so here is an issue that is near and dear to my heart, and I'm sure near and dear to yours as well, because 35 states have gotten together, a bipartisan group of people, and told the FCC to get off its ass and do something about these spoofed robocalls.
That's what they said, verbatim.
So yes. So I don't know if you guys are having this issue. We're having it in the States really bad, where we get robocalls and scam calls all of the time. And a big part of it is that a lot of us are getting what's called spoofed calls, which is it's very similar to your phone number, maybe like 1 or 2 digits off. So it looks like it could
someone
be
from right around the corner.
Yeah, someone from your neighborhood or whatever, or like a local business or something, and you want to pick it up. But they said in 2017, or they did sign something in 2017 saying like you got to stop with all the robocalls, blah 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 blah. But they received 4.5 million complaints about robocalls.
In 1 year,
In 1 year. The formal comment release states that reports reflect there were an estimated 30.5 billion illegal robocalls made to cell phones and landlines last year. So I get a ton of them Like, I have so many phone numbers blocked on my phone, and I'm so nervous that if somebody calls me, I will accidentally have them blocked or something. But I go very heavily off of voicemails. If they really want something,
they really want to
leave a voicemail.
Really try to get in touch with you. Leave a voicemail. Yeah, if it's important.
Yeah. But I know of a lot of people who have blocked, you know, important numbers from, like, maybe there is a local business. Like, somebody said they had a plumber that they were waiting to come out, and it was a number that was similar to theirs because they were in the same area.
Yeah.
They had blocked it thinking it was a robocaller, not even thinking about it. But it's a lot of, like, I don't know about you, but the ones that I get are a lot of, like, energy plans, like switch your energy.
That's
or
advertising.
Surveys,
it's cold calling, right?
And
but the fact that they spoof them to look like they're coming from somebody else's number, that's illegal. You can't do that. You have to be honest about where you're calling from. But like, it's I think the most frustrating thing about it is I stopped blocking the numbers a long time ago.
Did you?
Because it doesn't do any good. There's an infinite number of numbers that they'll switch from. They always switch what number it is. It always comes in from some different number. I rarely get one from the same spoof number twice.
Right.
It's just another spoof number. So blocking them just doesn't really clean up my, like, I still get calls all day, every day.
And some of them are from, didn't you get one from, like, Bill Smith or something? Like, I think these like really generic names. You check it in the caller ID.
Stuff. There's some that say businesses.
Yeah.
And I think it's a lot of time because a call used to belong to somebody and now it doesn't. It's been moved on from. So they're in a record as belonging to somebody. So when you get a call from that spoof number, you think it's from that person. So, when
like,
you
you'll see like Theodore.
Yeah.
And we're like, Theodore.
Yeah, it's like
Theodore's calling.
Yeah, just Theodore. I don't know if they work for anybody or if there's any sort of just good old Theo.
Like it's someone in your contacts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It makes it look like so many contacts, or at least like the programs like Hiya pick up on that stuff.
Right.
And that's been pretty handy. But like, it keeps coming anyway, and they have this many complaints and that many, and if they actually like have a formal comment that they think there's that many happening, I don't know how hard they're trying to do anything about it.
Right.
And it's kind of making phone calls almost useless. At this point, there's actually some people that I hear from a lot of people. I've read several articles that say that they just have basically do not disturb on all the time. They just don't accept calls, basically. Yeah. And like, if somebody wants somebody to text them or they email them or they arrange for a call, or you have a few people in your contact, at least as far as anybody that's not in your contacts goes, they're
true.
auto reject.
I usually, now that I think about it, any calls that I'm making with anybody, there's usually a text first. Like, do you have a couple minutes or whatever? There's never, very rarely just like a cold call.
Yeah.
Like, I'll set up a call with you a little bit later and then that'll be that. But yeah, now that you mention that, there's usually some kind of like,
a lot of people do that.
Yeah, there's not much cold calling going on.
I get a lot
anymore.
from work, so I can't do that.
Oh,
because there's numbers I don't. But I usually can tell what region they're from. Like, that looks like it's work, and like I can tell. But there's so many others, and the ones that like it's strange with the spoof calls are supposed to fool you into thinking it's someone by using so many digits in common with your own phone number. At that point, it almost is a dead giveaway.
Sure.
Because I've never known anybody that has a few of the numbers, and then I get tons of calls from this same exact combination of numbers, and it's like, that's nobody I know. It's definitely not anybody.
You know what was it? Maybe like last year or something. I had we gotta plug this in. Last year, within the last year, I have an uncle who has a couple of grandkids, and he's retired, and he was home and got a phone call, and they said, like, "Grandpa, I'm in jail. You have to bail me out." And he was like, oh my God, thinking it was one of his grandsons. He has several of them. I think they've got a good bit of grandkids, and I think about it. And was like calling like his daughter, their mother, trying to see what was going on. It turned out like they were in school, they were fine. And it was just somebody trying to scam them out of some money for bail.
Yeah, they were asking
or whatever.
for money,
Yeah, like it's so ridiculous.
It's super cruel.
So bad.
Targeting like older people specifically.
IRS scams.
Specifically for that kind
rampant
of thing.
for IRS. They'll call the elderly and say they owe all kinds of money to the IRS or something.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Which brings us to if
the FCC's not doing about it, some companies are trying to do something about it. One of them is Google. There was recently Google had their event this past week, which introduced all their new hardware, their new generations of their stuff, and it's cool stuff. And everybody's complaining about that freaking huge chin on the Google 3 Pixel XL.
All right.
Which is like it's larger than the notification area. It sticks down further than that.
Oh, okay.
So it's super irritating. It's a lot of people talking about that, but part of it was Google saying that Google Assistant now has a way of screening phone calls, and not just on the Pixel 3. The rest of the Pixel phones are going to get them too.
Right.
So what happens is a phone number calls, like one of these spoof numbers, and that you suspect may be spam. You can tell Google Assistant to answer the call. And what'll happen is Google Assistant will speak and ask for more information from the caller. The caller calls back, but your phone, it looks like text messages. It does text. It does speech to text,
right?
And shows you what it is. So at some point you're like, oh, okay, you could pick it up and take the call, or you could choose to hang up. So there's an exchange happening. You could even say, "Tell me more," or "I'll call you back" by button. It'll just be like, boop, and you never had to pick up the phone,
right?
So I think this is pretty cool if this works. I feel like there's got to be...
There's going to be a big margin of error going on.
They'll get around it. Somebody will figure out how to get around it.
Yeah.
But if Google's serious about this, I mean, if any company is available with AI learning and such, they could probably refine this to pick up on some of that stuff.
True.
Maybe they're the kind of company that should be doing something about
this. They need like a CAPTCHA type thing.
Kind of.
I am not a robot.
Yeah. At least
for sure.
All they have to do is make it too difficult for them to bother with.
Yes.
You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to make it super inconvenient for these places to do this. It has to be some sort of consequence that comes into play. And have it not be profitable or better for them to do it. So let's stop doing it, you know?
I know.
If it stops working, let's stop doing it.
I love that, though. It will answer a suspected spam call and then transcribe the response in real time.
Yeah.
Letting users decide whether to answer it, end it early, or block the number entirely and report it as spam.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Right off the bat without having to pick up the phone at all. So if you're out at dinner or something like that, you have your phone on the table, like a lot of people do, and you get a call, you're like, who's that?
Yeah.
It gets to be like, you could just click a button so assistant starts talking. You could be doing whatever you're doing, and then watching that like, oh yeah, spam, boom, done.
Right.
Or it's like, oh, I gotta take this, and suddenly you have some input, you know?
Right.
I like that. I hope it works.
I hope it's easy. Like, say I am a real person calling you and they think I'm spam. I wonder if I'm on the receiving end of that Google Assistant, would it be easy for me to talk back to it? And it's going to transcribe, like, what is it going to say? Like, hello, this is Matt's Google Assistant. What can I do for you? I'd be like, hi.
It sounds like hello.
Yeah.
It's the Google Assistant voice. True.
And at this point, I think everybody knows what the assistants sound like and all of that. So hopefully it'll be okay. But I just, I like that the companies are just kind of like, you know what? Like, it's not working with the FCC. Everybody's ignoring it anyway. The do not call list that everybody is on, that we all know doesn't do a damn thing.
It did. And
for a little
bit.
For a little bit in the beginning, it was kind of like, yay. And you had like a little bit of peace.
So it gets right around it. It doesn't do any good anymore.
Yeah. I just worry that, like, my big fear is that, because I block, I should stop now that you said that because they get around it anyway. But I'm really worried that I'm going to block somebody who I don't want to block. And something's going to happen and people are going to try to get a hold of me or whatever.
I don't know that. It's not even like done with phone calls anymore. I mean, this is dominating what phone calls are like now.
Right.
You know, we're almost at the point where most phone calls made, I've read this recently, most phone calls made in the country are spoofed spam calls.
Wow.
We're almost at that point. It's not quite there yet, but it's going that direction.
Yeah.
And if this is going to make any sort of industry change, the thing is that it can't just be Pixel phones, right? It's got to be all Android phones, and it's got to be iOS phones too, so that this kind of thing discourages all of the activity, because otherwise if only one line of phones has it, sure that'd make it better for the people that have that phone, but the companies still aren't going to care enough to like make a sweeping change when it can get through to everybody else. But we'll see. I'm sure if this is successful, other companies will jump on board with something that does something similar,
really
right?
hope so, because this is like, oh my gosh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Is it just us? Do you guys have a similar experience? Those of you in other countries, do you have similar experiences? Is this a problem for you guys? I'm really curious to see what you have to say about it, so please put it in the comments.
Yes, let us know.
Okay, it's time for the subreddit of the week, spooky edition.
October edition.
So today we're doing mildly terrifying. Remember I said they're going to get scarier and scarier as the weeks go on? I have a couple. We have a couple weeks left in October. I have a couple that are like really scary. I want to show them to you. I usually don't show him these. But I think I want to show you these to tell me if you think they're too like over the top. Okay. Because some of them are like really, really bad.
We're going to have to end with something.
I know.
You know, last one of the month.
Maybe we'll put up like a big warning or whatever. But anyway, so look at this scratch mark. Oh, that's possessive. Marks, by the way.
Scratch marks.
Yeah, right. It's Mark's Scratch.
It's a restaurant he owns. Mark owns a restaurant called Scratch Marks. His nickname is Scratch Mark.
Oh, gosh. Old insane asylum patient door. Look at that, man.
Oh, wow.
All around here. It's like they were looking out and going like on both sides.
This as
on both sides, like this. How did these happen, I wonder?
Just they can reach from up there while they're looking outside.
Yeah, I guess so.
Trying to get their way out. Wow.
Oh my gosh. Okay, look at this one. Okay, how about this animation? No.
What the hell? It's like a sausage.
Why is it wet?
It's like a Thomas sausage. Yeah, why is it wet? It's a concrete. Kind of looks like concrete then. If it's wet.
Think so?
But it's like a concrete sausage, kind of.
A concrete sausage.
That's what it looks like to me.
Why does he have to look at us?
I know at the end. That's the terrifying part.
There's something about this show that freaks me out.
Yeah, I can't get behind Thomas.
I know.
I can't do it.
And Toddler Otter does not watch it. And I've had a couple people say to me before, like, "Oh, is he watching Thomas yet? Has Thomas happened?" And I'm like, "No, Thomas has not happened."
I'd be curious to see if he likes it.
Maybe.
He has his shows, his go-to shows we stick to, but I'd put it in front of him, see what happens.
Freaks me out. Moving on. All right, starfish walking back to water. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my god, can you imagine that just coming at you?
That is creepy.
I wonder if it's fast.
Oh, I doubt it.
If it was fast, I think it would be scarier.
Yeah, it'd be super fast, but then it wouldn't live in the water, right? Because if it was fast, it would be efficiently moving on land, you know?
Yeah, he just kind of, like he was taking a nap.
Yeah.
And he woke up and was like, oh, man.
Yeah, come on, yeah.
That's so gross. I'd be curious to see what it looks like in movement, or maybe not, because I don't have a nightmare about it. The life cycle of a Hercules beetle. What is this? Ah! Oh my god. Why are you holding on to that? Like, why is that in his hand? Oh! Ow! No. Oh my god. Oh. Yo.
What's happening? What now? What's next?
I hope not.
What?
Oh my god, it's like shedding.
What?
It's shedding.
What? This is... How many times is it going to shed?
Wow, that's kind of fascinating.
Holy crap.
All right, is it done? Is it done? Please let it be done. Are we done? Yes, we're done.
God.
Let's get out of here.
Oh my god. That.
That's horrible.
That's a nightmare factory right there.
Oh my
How many times did it break through its original skin? Like, we saw it twice, right?
Yeah.
Like molted
Like
twice.
2 or 3 times, yeah.
But it wasn't just molting. I mean, it was like, it's almost like its body became a chrysalis. Twice, basically, right? I mean, like,
disgusting.
Because it emerges something completely different almost.
Yeah. Like
time.
a completely different thing.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my
wow.
God,
I mean, it's
that is
amazing that there's an animal that can do that.
That's fascinating.
It is
but
fascinating,
disgusting.
but that's terrifying too, mildly.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What is this? New playground.
Our new Shrek play area is ready for the children.
Oh no.
Including friends like Cat and Shoes, Biscuit Guy, and Unpleasant Mule.
Oh, it's like, is this Puss in Boots?
That's Puss in Boots.
Oh, okay.
This is Cat and Shoes.
Cat and Shoes.
Yes.
I get it. And I hate it.
Yes.
Oh my god. Skull from a person with bone cancer. Wow.
Oh my god, that would break through your skin and like... Wow.
Wow. How painful. Look in here.
Yeah. Oh my god, inside their head.
Oh, they could probably like go like
brain.
this. Yeah. Yeah, it probably goes the other way too.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I was thinking
you could
initially
go
only
like
the
this.
outside, but it would be the inside.
Yeah, like you could like put your hand on your skin and kind of like feel around and feel all that, I bet.
Oh
yeah,
because
my
you
god.
can feel how your skin is
Yeah, you could kind of feel the smoothness.
Imagine if it was like, oh. That's mildly terrifying.
Yes. Oh, wait a minute. How prosthetic eyes are made? Oh my god.
I don't think I want to see that.
I can't. Some snakes do fly and transform their shape to fling themselves from trees and elegantly glide through the air.
What?
Oh my god. Fully developed gliding. What the F? No. I hate it.
Oh my God.
Like, if I saw that coming toward me, I feel like I would just...
Yeah, this is how it ends.
Yeah, right. It's just
okay, I welcome my death right now. Yes, I accept it.
Like, I wouldn't know what to do.
I won't fight. Yeah, it's that's crazy. Because you'd be like, oh my God, a flying snake, and like the amount of time it would take you to think that is too late.
Yeah,
you're dead.
Okay, and finally, this big boy at night. Dude. Oh my God, he is huge. That almost looks like a person, like in a wolf suit. Oh my God, like, what do you do?
Oh my God.
I would floor it.
Oh yeah, that's creepy.
It's just pacing like right in front of your car. Looking
right at you.
Walked right in front of the car and growled.
It's like, this is my area. I don't know what you think you're doing here, man.
It's like a bear. Like,
but if you leave now and turn back, there'll be no problems. If you decide to proceed, I'll kill you.
Okay. It's just a puppy, Liz. Just a puppy.
It's not just a puppy.
It's just a puppy.
It's not. It's a wolf. That is not the same thing.
It's a puppy. And finally, we're going to watch the Aladdin trailer.
Yes, we will.
The teaser. Now, I will say we did see this. It was on during the Eagles game.
Yeah, we were watching the Eagles game.
And it was kind of like a, whoa, what it is, like one of those moments. So I want to get a really good look. I am so excited. I didn't even know this was a thing. I thought the Lion King.
Yeah, I didn't know this was coming.
Me
neither.
I
did not know.
Oh my God.
And we just saw the commercial. It's like.
And May 24th already.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Oh my God. Oh, it's gonna make me sad about Robin Williams all over again, isn't it? They better dedicate this whole thing to him.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Aladdin is, I think,
this is good.
One of Maddie's favorites, right?
Yeah, this was right in the sweet spot when I was a kid.
Oh my God, it's one of my favorites too. Agrabah.
Like my run was like Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Lion King,
same,
Aladdin,
same,
and pretty much it. That's pretty much
those. And then Pocahontas, you kind of were off.
Pocahontas, I was done with it.
I never quite stopped. Just saying. Iago! I hope it's Gilbert Gottfried. It's probably not.
It's probably not Gilbert.
Same voice, sounds like.
Yeah.
Lies far within. The diamond in the rough.
Oh, that's cool with headphones on.
Yeah!
Oh man, that Friend Like Me thing is gonna be huge. Is it gonna be a musical? Oh my God. Oh my God.
I don't know who that is. Who is that?
Well, you know what? I looked up the cast.
Yeah.
And it's not anybody I know.
Okay.
But it's a lot of people, or the majority or everybody is of Middle Eastern descent, which I love, except for Will Smith is the genie.
Well, the genie is a completely different character, right?
That's true.
So it makes sense for him to be in every way totally different than anybody else there.
Right.
But that's actually great. I mean, like, because there's got to be plenty. I mean, how many actors are in the freaking world, right?
Yeah.
There's plenty of people who fit the region that they can cast for it. So I'm glad they did that.
I know. I'm really happy about that, But
yeah, and I'm really curious about Will Smith. Oh, Naomi Scott is Jasmine, though.
Right, and I Googled her real quick, and I think she is of some kind of, I think she's Indian.
Oh, okay.
I think, or something, I'm not sure. But everybody is, they're not doing any kind of, like weird race stuff.
I mean, there's like, like Ghost in the Shell.
Like Ghost in the Shell.
But,
Scarlett Johansson,
yeah,
yes.
right. But I like the movie, though. But I guess everybody at this point, right, the question is going to be, how are they going to do the genie? Yeah. What's the plan with the genie?
I know.
Because if those of you who've seen Aladdin, I mean, that's a legendary Disney character, right? With Robin Williams playing the genie. That's one for the books. And like, how do you...
Will Smith's pretty good, though.
He is pretty good, but do they go full on like, I'm hilarious genie? Or do they have to like kind of like, because these movies, as they've been doing them, have been toned down a lot more serious in tone, right?
They have been, yeah.
Not as cartoony, funny.
like musicals. Except Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast was shot for shot.
Yeah, it kind of was. So I wonder if it's going to be more like that or more like Jungle Book.
Yeah. You're right. There's been pretty different approaches.
Yeah, it's been kind of everywhere. Cinderella even Cinderella was a little bit like, it wasn't like the movie or anything
That's good,
like
though,
that.
because I think they're letting the subject matter of it inform how they're going to do it rather than the original movie so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, they use the same characters from the original movie and the same story.
Right.
But the way they tell it isn't so much the same as the original movie. I guess they are when it fits. They aren't. They're changing it when it wouldn't.
Right.
So that means I have no idea how they're going to do this. Is it going to be funny?
I don't care. I'm going to see it.
Or is it going to be serious, like it's Indiana Jones or something?
I don't know. I don't know. I just hope Abu is in it because I need I need that monkey.
Abu's in
and
it.
I think Will Smith will do well. He's like super charismatic anyway.
Yeah.
He's a Philly guy.
I can see that being a good
People love
choice
him
for
here.
it. I can see that being a good choice. I can see that working.
Yeah.
But I really just have no idea where they're going to go at it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be crazy, like 3D animation, right? So
I bet.
I wonder if Will Smith will even look like Will Smith very much.
That's true. I know because I follow him on Instagram. He said he is going to be painted blue.
Okay, well, that's a start.
So he will be there like in in some way, I imagine. But I think it'll be awesome.
Yeah.
I think it'll look really, really cool.
Yeah.
I think these have been really fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all of these remakes.
Well.
I've liked them. There's some that I like better than others. I loved Jungle Book. I think that's my favorite one so far out of the whole group. But I feel like this was a good choice though.
Yeah.
But they're just like going through them all, and I don't know, like when they run out, how's that going to work? Are they going to get like closer together?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
Are they going to do Wall-E?
I think they will go back farther.
I hope so. Do Robin Hood or something like that.
I think they would go. Beauty. I mean, they have such a catalog to pull from, and by the time they finish doing that, the film medium is going to have completely transformed. They'll have like Friedman do them all over again.
Sword in the Stone.
Sword in the Stone. There's definitely some material in there that hasn't been like really revisited, right?
Yeah.
Even Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
Like there's some stuff that they could really get a new modern take on.
Right.
While still being faithful to the original stories.
Sure.
I mean, there's so much room for them to do this stuff. So I'm almost curious what they're going to do next now.
I hope they do Sword in the Stone. Sword in the Stone is one of my favorite, probably my favorite Disney movie, and hardly anybody watches it.
Yeah, that's not one of the more celebrated ones.
I know. It's like, oh my gosh, I love it. So I hope it's good. Now I'm excited because they're going to do Sword in the Stone because I said so.
Well,
Anyway.
They're watching.
Yeah.
Disney. All right, guys, so that was this week of stuff. If you want to read more about anything we talked about, links are in the description.
Of course.
And if you like this video, please support us on Patreon. Click like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.